I'm thinking I must be exempt. I'm untouchable. And then I made the biggest mistake of my life, I feel. I was introduced to cocaine. I'm talking about I was up on the top of the mountain top, on top of Mount Rainier High. I was up there, and I felt I was in control. I was able to control this choice that I took. Because it's all about choices. Everything you do is based on a choice, and it ends with a decision, and your decision is definitely guaranteed to have an outcome. And I thought I could control it. So I took that turn, that dark turn, and that was the beginning of the ruin of everything. Well, if we're gonna start from the beginning, let's just say I am the son of Danny Carl Floyd Sr. and Virginia Marie Floyd. I am the eldest of 6 kids. I'm from Williston, and this is where I was raised. So Williston is a very small town. So from the beginning of my recollection, I was raised in a village. As a child, I had the best loving parents. I didn't have wealthy parents, so we moved around a lot in my youth. My dad was a community person. He was a loving person, a kind father. So I was raised under strict but loving nurturing from my parents. And somewhere it went left. I started barber school when I was in the 11th grade, going into the 12th grade. I started barber school, and then in that barber school, I ran into this guy. And I think that's what tainted the whole process of positivity, because that guy gave me drugs to sell. And he taught me the street hustle. But I didn't really lock in on that at that moment. I kind of dibbled and dabbed with it. And then this girl had got killed. And when the girl got killed, I almost literally got shot myself, because I was standing right in front of the little girl. But in that instance, I was turned against the law, because they put me in the interrogation room and they cornered me. And they said a lot of stuff to me that I didn't like, because I knew I hadn't done nothing wrong, but I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So in that instance, it really kind of shifted my perception of good and evil. And I thought the law was evil at that moment, because a little girl had died. I almost had got shot, and they were trying to force me to, I don't even really know what they was trying to do, but my life went left from there. I moved from Williston. I left Williston because I had so many altercations with the police that I just couldn't stay around here no more. So I moved all the way to St. Petersburg, Florida. I had done got my AA degree in barbering from Central Florida Community College. So I felt like it was time to spread my wings. And I was the oldest of the 6 kids, like I'm saying. So I wanted to set a good role model for my brothers and sisters that once you're grown, you got to go do it on your own. Ain't nobody gonna sit around and wait on no handouts when you can go take charge of your life. And that's what I did. And then moving to St. Pete, I was cutting hair at this barbershop on the south side, 54th Avenue South. The lifestyles that I seen became drastically different. People was living on pink streets. People had 2- and 3-story houses. People had mansions. There were a lot of drugs. It was a lot of money. It was a whole lot of nightlife and stuff that I was not used to here. And I dove in head first out of rebellion because I was raised right. I was steered clear away from all of those things. And I just was curious. I wanted to know. And it started out small, selling a little marijuana, you know, hanging out at the club, meeting the city's dark side, as you would want to call it. And they invited me in for some reason from the country. I came in, it was 7 barbers and I was in chair 6. And I worked my way up within a year to having the key to the barbershop and to the second chair. So the clientele that began to attract to me, because I'm getting hip to the city. I got this country swag. It's different, but it's trustworthy. The wrong doors started opening. The wrong doors. And then I got introduced to a bigger level of drug game and a darker night of illegal activity. And it was just fascinating to me. I would kind of hint at my mom and dad and them, you know, that barbering probably wasn't gonna be it. But, you know, they was steadfast on keeping me focused on being legit and doing it the right way. And like, even in my adulthood, they was like, son, you know, but I just was hard-headed. Hard-headed. I hated the police because of what they had did to me. I didn't want to live legitimately because I felt like my mom and dad were blue-collar workers from the small town. It never showed us any substance to have financially. Maybe I'll try this. These boys are showing me all kind of stuff. And that's when I got deep. Like, you could go from walking in the water of a beach, you anchor deep when you start, waves splashing, might hit your little knee or your thigh. Before I knew it, cause I'm up to my chest out here. And I'm smooth and I'm cool. And I'm talking about it's working great. So I'm kind of losing the barbering aspect. I'm only cutting family really and loved ones. Outside of that, I was knee deep in the hustle and like studying it, God forgive me, like a lesson, doing homework and stuff with illegal stuff. And it was fruitful. It was very fruitful to the point where like I got in trouble and I got busted by an agency. I don't even know what kind of agency that was, but they had been following me for about 5 or 6 months, taking pictures, video, whatever. And when they bust me in Tampa. They detained me, they took me to this undisclosed place, questioned me and all this stuff. And then that's when I seen something worse happen. I seen a murder happen after that because of telling. And it was my real friend, like, that the person had told on. So, yeah, it was like a very dark and confusing place because I really thought them people loved me. So I was down to ride. Like, the movements and the decisions that I was making in my 21, 22, I don't even see how I made it out. But at 21, I end up getting this young lady pregnant from St. Pete. And she was actually a year older than me. She was 22. And that's when I had my daughter, Danielle. So that put another burden of proof on me to be a father because I had such great parents and I wanted to do it like they did it, but I wanted to do it better than they did it. So I took even more darker turns and it was fruitful. I started back dealing marijuana. Me and this white boy, I called him my white Pisano. I just used to get the marijuana and get it to the St. Pete city limits. And I'm talking about the trust this man like earned from me. I ain't have to worry about nothing. And this is a place where people get killed, robbed, man. So I'm thinking I must be exempt. I'm untouchable. And then I made the biggest mistake of my life, I feel. I was introduced to cocaine. I'm talking about I was up on the top of the mountain top, on top of Mount Rainier High. I was up there and I felt I was in control. I was able to control this choice that I took. Because it's all about choices. Everything you do is based on a choice and it ends with a decision, and your decision is definitely guaranteed to have an outcome. And I thought I could control it. So I took that turn, that dark turn, and that was the beginning of the ruin of everything. And I'm talking about I had done bought a house, paid for cash. I had furnished 4-bedroom, Ashley, in the early 2000s. Like, I was independent and free. What a black man feels he deserves to be, independently free from financial burden. I was. I had done got busted. I had done seen murder. I said, you know what? I'm just going back to Williston. So moving back to Williston, after getting addicted to cocaine, I thought I was gonna be able to hide it. I thought I was gonna be able to hide in it because I had money, house paid for. I was great. Like, this boat finna sail into the sunset, you know? And I'm living the dream. But slowly but surely, the dream just started. One night, I got so high, I burnt my house down and everything in it. Now, a lot of people would say, dang, you burnt your house down. But I burnt down the house, all the money I had, and all my drugs. And I was wanted because I had violated my probation. I was on the run. So I'm in Williston, no driver's license, no job, hundreds of thousands of dollars, illegal drugs, and on the run. With a little girl, Danielle was probably 4. And she got a brother named Isaac. He was maybe 8 or 10, something. They're not that far apart. But I lost everything because of cocaine. And then I had to go to jail because I was wanted. And God bless the dead, it was this boy that told the police that he seen me leave the house and then the house set on fire. So the story is, if you know about Duraflame, this Duraflame that ignites, it's supposed to ignite wood in a fireplace. So I had a fireplace, I was old sporty jit, now 21, fireplace with the carpet around it. You know, I got all of the newest technology, the little seats with the game, with the speakers. I'm talking about the house lit. So it's a cold type of season. I got the Duraflame in there burning. I done stacked 2 of them on top of each other. Most fireplaces come with a grill that you can close. Like you can either slide it closed or they got the ones that you can like fold closed. But I was in such of a rush that I left the 2 Duraflames burning without the grill closed. And when I came back around to my house, it was like these guys, they were standing, and I did not play about people being in my yard. It ain't no threat, it's a promise, don't be in my yard. But when I came there, it was these guys in my yard. So I'm like, what y'all doing? Like, hey, boy, what's going on? They're like, man, your house on fire. I'm like, man, my house ain't on fire. You ain't never seen a fireplace, man? That's the chimney. They're like, nah, bro, your house on fire. I looked up under the little fascia part that got the, you know, the roof come off from the fascia. It ain't coming out the chimney. The smoke barely. So my first action is to get in the house because I got my money in here and everything else. I try to open the door with my key. Pop 2 saved me that day. Yeah. Pop 2. Soon as I like turned the key to turn the door, to pull it open, like I pulled the door open probably 3 inches. And he pushed me, well, he pulled me and pushed the door back. And like, man, it ain't worth it. So when the door shut, I had like this room that I cut hair in for all my Williston folk. I had a washing machine, a dryer, and a stand-up deep freezer in there. All that stuff go to like rambunctiously shaking. Like whatever pressure I opened when I opened that door and it shut, it just started a like frenzy of like more flame and violence of what was going on inside the house. Like, so I'm like in this depressed state because I know what's in there. They don't. And I really want to go in this fire, but it ain't no way I could have got in there and got nothing because it's a mobile home. So it burnt up, like my class jacket, my letter, like all my pictures, like everything that meant something to me, burnt up that day. And for this man who crossed the yard to tell the people that you seen me set it on fire, like, that had me in a real dark place. Because you look out for people, you do stuff for people when you're on that type of level, and then for you to do that, but you don't know what I got going on. I was wanted and all this kind of stuff. So when the house burned down and the people come to investigate it for the insurance purposes and all this stuff, it's an arson until you talk to me. So not only after watching my house burn down and everything, lost everything, like, so I'm seeing the smoke barrel. I had to go back around there. They got my mama to call me and tell me that if I didn't come back, sake of my daughter and children, the house wouldn't be recovered, whatever. So I go to jail. They transport me back to Tampa, because that's what I had been running from the whole time. I'm on cocaine, stress is wild, and I end up in jail. So I get out of jail in Tampa. I'm on Falkenberg Road, Hillsborough County. I don't know nobody in Tampa except my family, but I don't know nobody in Tampa. But how coincidental do it be? I come out of the jail and Auntie driving by. Now, the first day I get out of jail, Auntie picked me up. As soon as I get to Auntie house, Auntie leave, go to work, do whatever she was, because it was God sent her to get me out, to take me somewhere safe. This man pull in front of Auntie house, playing crazy music, and shoot at Auntie house. So I'm like, God, what's got going on? He told me the story. Unbelievable story, but he told me. He had done got himself into some stuff that I just didn't understand. But my cousin was so fearless, he didn't have a gun in his house, man. He was scrummaging through drawers trying to, and you know what he found? A screwdriver. My cousin was going to go outside, so a man put the gun with a screwdriver. And I blocked the door, like, cuz, I just got out of jail, cuz. Like, you can't do this right now. Like, cuz, maybe he'll pull out, which he did. He pulled out. But I'm like, man, what am I coming home to? A couple of days later, we got the news that he had got killed. So that took me in a darker place. So it's like, man, the good die young. Like, the good die young. So I won't die young. So I won't be bad. Let's go to the epitome of bad now. Because we done lost Dre. This is what I'm going through. I had my way of coping it all. And it was in dark places. So I got deeper and deeper, and the mistakes got worse and worse. And then for too long, I had that elevated past the cocaine. Now, I'm homeless. I'm in and out of jail. I'm saying I done went from the top of the mountain, cuz, to now, I'm homeless. I'm addicted. My mom and them scared, praying, don't know what to do because I'm the oldest. This crazy. My daughter, thank God for my sisters and my mama, because they stepped in. That's where the village count. They stepped in. And what's so remarkable about the way they stepped in, when most people step in to help you, they're gonna step in to erase you as well. Ain't nobody gonna help you get your position back. But to see how they stepped right in, did what they had to do. I took my daughter through a lot. I heard a lot of times of her like asking why I wouldn't come back or where I was at. I want her to know that hurt me more than anything to stay away that long. It hurt me probably more than it hurt her, but I understand her hurt it too. Like her friends, parents, conversations. That's why a lot of parents don't understand. Y'all need to stop talking so much in front of your children. Because they listen. Even if it ain't their conversation, they listening to your conversation. So she would have to hear what people say about her daddy. And come to school and say, my mama say your daddy, and my daddy say your daddy. Type stuff. I took her through that. Homeless. Barely able to do anything. And if I did anything, it was because somebody else did it for me and I had to repay them later. In all kind of dark ways. But I was in a place, man, where like me and my cousin Monte was like finna face off because he didn't like it. And he wasn't even a first cousin, he was a second cousin, but just the image that I was portraying on my family in the streets, he was ready to fight me, man. My other cousin, AJ, ready to fight me, man. A lot of people condoned it because I was easy to take advantage of because I was free giving and loving. I wasn't soft or dumb, like, wasn't nobody gonna play with me, but I was carefree and inconsistent with elevating. I was trying to just day to day. I didn't care about tomorrow. I might not make it through today. So let's just enjoy today was my state in that homelessness. And that's when God talked to me. And I think that I had to go through all of those arenas and places and realms to finally hear him. Because he had been talking to me the whole time. But I wanted to do it my way. And I was raised in the church, so I understood that it was a better way, but I don't want to believe that works. So I tried to do it my own way, which I know I'm not doing. So maybe this will help someone to understand that you gotta listen to that voice that's telling you, because it's telling you and you hear it. You hear it talking to you, but only after the failure was so immense. I mean, the failure was immense to the point where I had to listen to him, and he told me, like, see how all these people done treated you? Now, the value you had in people in life was very slim because you felt on top with money, with finance, with comfortability. You was exempt. You didn't have to treat the real, like, inside of you, treat people right. And I got mistreated. I got mistreated so bad. Like, it's stuff that I will never tell that people done to me. And in that state of mind, I was too scared to do something and end up in prison for the rest of my life. So I allowed it to happen, because if I do something, I'm gonna kill them. So I let it go. a lot of stuff. But now, vengeance is the Lord's. Because I didn't have to hurt any of those people that hurt me. But when I look at their physical state now, because God allows you to see who's harmed you, and he allows you to see him serve his purpose. I ain't gonna say that I wish bad on anyone, but if you end up in bad states and you done bad, maybe that's your consequence. I don't know. But what I do know is the people that hurt me and did things to me, their peace, their pleasures, their health, a lot of things ain't as good as it used to be. I don't know if that's the punishment for me, but I know they probably did it more than me. But I know now how I treat people stems directly off of how they treated me, because I'm gonna do the exact opposite. And that brought me from homelessness, addiction, back to sobriety, how I started to treat people. And in treating people right, I started to concentrate more on my barber profession. Because like I said, I had my degree from the 90s, but I never went and got my barber license because I got sidetracked. But after getting sidetracked and failing miserably, I got back on track, and then I went and got my barber license. And then after I went and got my barber license, I went and got my driver's license. Because my driver's license had got suspended indefinitely. I don't even know if anybody ever heard that before. But it was a time when I couldn't drive a car for 12 years, which was 8 of them was in the addiction. But I had gotten so many habitual revoked infractions and suspended license, infractions, possession, 20 pounds or more. Like, they ain't gonna let me drive no more. So I was a nuisance. But in getting my barber license back and getting my driver's license, God, like, my dad's mother was still alive then, and I had done elevated to cutting hair in the shed behind my mom's house. I had this infamous shed. And I was still dibbling and dabbling, doing wrong a little bit, because I was trying to shake back, but I was no longer addicted. I think I was just testing to see if I could control the fact of addiction, touching that stuff. But I got my license and I got a shed. I got like dedicated to learning and being better. And I had almost got comfortable with hustling and cutting at the same time. But something happened in that shed. One of my cousins, she lied to my mama. She told my mama she heard that I was doing stuff in her yard. So my mama confronted me. And when she did, that kind of like was the beginning to Country Boy Cutz. Because after that dream that my grandma came and revealed to me, she said, I see you and your sister opening a barbershop uptown. This was when I was in my shed doing my thing. So we worked towards that. Fast forward to 2016, Country Boy Cutz opened. Country Boy Cutz is established. I thought I had done like failed that life. I thought life was like, I felt like, man, I don't even know why I'm opening this barbershop. Like I hear my grandma dream and all of that, but man, these people's not gonna support me. I'm gonna ex this and I got all that, and but God see different. God saw something that I didn't through my grandma, and now that she gone, like I thank her so much for telling me that. So like I try to pour positive stuff into people the way she did it to me. Like I tell people, you're gonna be a engineer, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a lawyer, a sheriff, or the chief of police, or whatever that's excellently recognized, because you may fall short, but you may just be a nurse, or you may just be an accountant, or you. But I need you to set something up there that you can attain, because you can if you say it. You can attain it. And in a year, Country Boy Cutz wasn't closed. In 2 years, Country Boy Cutz giving back to the community. In 3 years, we having events. And in 4 years, we got like donors and support, and like we building bridges through racism and economical difference through conversations and haircuts. And now year 8, I'm like having events at the high school with the principal, school district, like lawyers, judges, preachers, and teachers attending. You can't never say what God can't do. And that's why I feel like my testimony dope, because dope is the basis of this whole like blessing. Like if I could tell somebody not to even go down that road, like if I could save one person from the dope. Because if I could be honest, man, yeah, it was an exciting, purposeful, but hurtful journey in taking those choices. I don't wish that on nobody. Don't do it. I'm telling you, you gonna regret it. But I'm so thankful that I made it back to the other side, because I have heard so many people say, man, it killed my mama. It killed my daddy. My sister had an overdose. My brother got in a wreck, and like it's so many bad stories to the point that it like for me to have made it out, I owe society the proof of what change do. I owe society the exception to the rule that just because somebody was dedicated to negative in a portion of their life, because life is in portions. It's always gonna have changes in different shades. But the beginning portion is not like my end. Now, I do have the ability to walk into the police station and get like access to the chief's office, and I can leave. I do get the ability to go into prison and witness to the inmates that I'm a felon too, and I own a business. So you have no excuse to get out and feel like you're a loser. You just lost a quarter of the game. But you can come back and win the entire game of life by making better choices. That's all I started doing. No, I don't make perfect choices to this day, but my choices are so much better than I was making. And I think the foundation is God, is loving your parents, whether they present or not. You have to love your parents, and that gives you access to God's grace for people to love you. But any type of hate in your heart, any type of malice and grievance towards people will limit your elevation, because your energy is being intercepted by that negativity. So I just try through haircuts to be such a positive light. And I ain't gonna lie, it don't make me a lot of money. It's gonna take an endorsement or something for me to be financially secure. But the energy of transferring positivity into the clients has me so wealthy spiritually. I'm good. I could sleep at night and wake up energetic to come and meet my new clients, or cut my existing ones, or make this person smile today, because it feels good to know when a person comes to my barbershop, if I'm not smiling, they're asking me what's wrong. They'll say in a second, "Hey, DC, why you ain't smiling? Look, I come here to smile now. You ain't, what's wrong? We need," see, that is magnetic to me, that you expect that from me now. Because there was a time when I was miserable with life decisions and people, and thinking that money would solve everything. Even though you need money, it don't solve everything. But to make it the right way does. And that's what I need to get people to know. Yeah, if you're making the right money the right way, life will get great. It don't take millions of dollars for life to get great. Just make money the right way, doing your job. If you are a cook at McDonald's and it's your job to take it out at 197, don't wait to 201. Take it out at 197. If you're supposed to do the frappe the pay. If they tell you to go and clean the bathroom, you should be the happiest person in the job site cleaning the bathroom. Why? Because it's not the job that gets you the elevation. It's how you do the job. Because people who can elevate you by God's grace are watching you do the job. So when you have to sweep the floor, get in the corner. When you have to drive the bus, slow down at the stop sign. Let the children go by. Don't be cussing and fussing with the. Just do your job the best you can, and that's when you can live. Because it's coming. Your gift, your grace, your blessing is coming from how you do the job, how you treat people. And that's what I'm understanding, because now I went from cutting a kid off a dirt road to now he being a Super Bowl champion. I have went from cutting my baby nephews, holding them in my arm for their first video on my Facebook or something, to now they like stars that's like promoting my cut for their high school teams. It's like, all you got, I'm just doing their stuff right. That's it. And in everyday life, that's what I'm realizing, man. Speak to that person at the door. I don't care if you don't know them. I'm one of God's children. I'm here to do God's work. And it may not be orthodox as you believe, but I'm doing God's word. So it would probably do you some good to be nice to me. Because I'm going to be nice to you, because I don't want God to not give me my grace. And that's my testimony, man. I have went from having it all, being expected to be it all, to losing everything and it all, to slowly coming back and gaining it all again in one life. Like, in one life, I have landed flat on my back to the point where you would feel like you can't even get up. And I got up And now I'm walking again. And people are walking like me. People are talking like me. People are studying my movements to be similar to me in life. And it's a good thing. So that means I'm passing positive energy through life, and it's reaching other cities, it's reaching other states, it's reaching other countries. Because I got friends in Japan, China, Guatemala, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Peru, Alaska. I know an Alaskan that's 39 generations, Albert Montagu or something like that. God is showing me like he can make your testimony dope. Because the testimony is only thanks to God. That's what you're supposed to testify, your thanks from where God has brought you. And God has made my testimony dope. I'll say that if you're too polished, don't nobody want your work. If you too perfect, how can you talk to me? I need to see some wrinkles. I need to see some holes. I need to see a couple stains in your life. So that's all of their viewers' approach to them as well. You don't have to come to them perfect. That's your selling pitch. That's what makes you relatable. See, I'm sorry that I'm 46 years old and still wear my underwear down a little bit. Yeah, I kind of show a little bit of my underwear because I was the beginning of the YN. I'm where the YN came from, but I'm here to tell them, y'all ain't nothing like we were. And if we can change, y'all can change too. But that imperfection will help that generation of you. So no, you don't have to polish yourself. You don't have to script it. Come with all these architectural layouts. Be yourself, and honestly, that's what is gonna attract the people. I'm loud, man. I'm not quiet. Like, my voice is deep. It's not high-pitched. It has a bass tone to it, which means it's supposed to be heard. I don't know sign language. So, the only difference between me, dog, lion, bear, and cat is we have language. We can talk verbally. So that's what you use. That's what you dress up. The words that come out like you feel. And then the feeling and the pitch and the tones, that's what you gonna be. Hey, I hear him. But that's my advice. Figure out what makes you comfortable, because you need to be comfortable to deliver something efficient and effective. You need to be comfortable. That's why they make sure the football players pants fit, helmet on. Because when you come to play, you need to be comfortable. But deliver what it is through your voice. Don't script it. Don't dress it up. If that ain't you. Now, if you, like, I got a homeboy now, he know how to do the 3-piece bucket, 3-strap, kill to tip, you know what I'm saying? If that's you, but I'm more casual, laid back, form fitting. I like to be, you know, feel it, touch it, hug, shake hands, vibe. Some people more standoffish, keep their space, personal space. I get it. But whatever it is, and that's what you want people to attract to, show them that. Because as Barber, I play loud music. I mean, I'm talking about like older people tell me to turn it down loud. But some of my clients, when they hear that music and they spin in that chair, that's their whole day. That's the electric charge that they need to get. And those are the people that I do it for. I'm not gonna reach everybody. You're not gonna reach everybody. You're not meant for everybody. And that is the most lovingest thing that I've come to agree with now. And that's what I need people to know. Like, be good with yourself. There's no one else going to replace you. So you might as well get used to being you. Like, ain't nobody coming to be you. So don't wake up visualizing I could be like him, or visualizing that they're better than me because, and it could be financial, it could be athletic, it could be vocal, it could be physical. But no one's better than no one. You just have hard workers than others. People that work hard at something to be efficient and effective, and then those people that think it's gonna just fall, it's not gonna just fall in your lap. I mean, the lottery happens, it does, but the percentage is so small. But the people that work for it, the percentage is so great that succeed. You just gotta work for what you want. But nah, don't cover it up. Let it out. Let who you are out. Be individual. Be unique as reality. Like, it's only one plot that can be the plot. Like, there's no two plots the same. There's no two people the same. There's no two fingerprints that match. So I see a lot of people, giraffe see, giraffe do. Lion jump, lion jump. But nobody wants to be themselves. And I feel that this is like, it's the most beautiful feeling now to have came to who I am now, to understand who I am. So over the years of the lows and in the beginning highs, and understanding the differences and learning how to work for what you want and earning what you work for. Now me and my sister own the building that we work in. We no longer rent. We handling our responsibilities in the business world, but it's not easy. So it's not like everything is just sweet, but we at a place in life where it's like so appreciative that we just gonna enjoy this journey. I just wish people see that side of life. Like, yeah, it's easy to deal drugs and make the easy money, and like, it's easy to like do fraud, but it is hard to do it the right way and succeed. But to do it the right way and be able to like maintain and see, like, you could see the success, but you in your ascent, that is like a beautiful part of life to live. It didn't just come easy. It didn't just land in my lap. No, when you see me smiling and dancing in the videos, that's like, I literally go home tired at night from giving that energy to the people, that they feel like, oh, it's just a song, it's just a video, it's 30 seconds, it's 43 seconds. But those 43 seconds touch somebody's life enough not to go and commit suicide, or to be positive to the next person, because you just left out positive. Now you finna take that by. So it's like, that's what it's for. Those little moments that you touch people's life, do them. You're not gonna get paid for them. A lot of times you ain't gonna even get credit for it. People ain't gonna give you no pat on the back. People ain't gonna give you no type of shout out. But you probably saved them from going in the mall shooting 50 people. We have people that go shoot up schools. You got people that, and they'll just say that in a suicide letter, such and such wouldn't talk to me, or told me that I was So imagine if you could just say, hey man, you look good with that haircut. You might just save somebody. He wasn't looking at your suit. He ain't caring nothing about what kind of car you pulled up in. All he knows is that you noticed him about to go do something dumb. And right before he did it, you said, hey man, I hope you have a great day today. And nobody ain't talked to him in months. That's what we here for. To be those type of servants, to be those type of neighbors, to be those type of connections to help people out of their dark place. Because it's people, man, I was in dark places. I was one wrong comment away from going to do life in prison because of places I was at. But I had people in those dark places, and some of them were dark people, that motivated me and said, hey man, what you going through, bro, is just a small thing to a giant. Hey man, the bounce back gonna be realer. Oh boy, you gonna shake back, dog. Man, this ain't gonna, trouble don't last always. You need to be on that end of delivery in life. God with me every second, he with me every moment. When I sleep, when I wake, he there. I don't give him as much praise as I should, but I know where the source is. It isn't in a wall, it isn't in a book. It's in my relationship with him. And that's what other people who don't know God and going through a lot of turmoil and strife in your life should do. No, God don't make your life perfect. I'm not going to say he's this glorious white shining road that comes down and makes everything great, but he eases a lot of the stresses of life and gives you the ability to press on through belief in him. Which is why I feel that God is the core. Like, you gotta have some kind of relationship with God. And in that relationship, it will make you the person that you're supposed to be for life. Because you're supposed to, if you born and if you living, there's a responsibility that you got to upkeep. Mine cutting hair. I'll probably be cutting hair till I'm 80. Might not be cutting a blunt. I'll be cutting, because this is my church, this is my throne, this is my pulpit. This is where God has placed me on the totem pole to be. So in my spot that God has given me, I stand here proudly as Williston's own Country Boy Cutz barbershop and salon. And I appreciate him for giving me that. Yeah, he gave me that. My goal is A, for kids to go to school, and B, for them to be healthy. So if I could get help from people, I would love to get help from people that can help these kids, and that's Nike, because they need book bags and shoes to wear to school. I want to open up a kid's closet that's free. Like, they have warehouses full of stuff that they throw away or burn up that these kids in the communities can wear. So if I could get help from them people, when I have events that are majorly like filled with people and they need drinks and stuff like that, if I could call on Dasani or whoever, Jeffrey Hills, to get us some cases of water or whatever for this positivity we functioning, that would be great. Like, to have these network of people that I could call on. One thing I learned about Williston, we're a sanctuary, promised land, because it's not small enough to where you don't have any help, but it's not so big that you can literally help people. To have Nike, well, Quinyon bought over $30,000 worth of book bags. That was something that Nike was able to benefit. When a kid walk in the hallway, they got Nike book bags. The haircut inspires, the book bag inspires, being healthy inspires. So like, any type of positive based foundations of organizations like I would love to work with. If you look good, you do good. If you do good, you feel good. If you feel good, you make better decisions. So it all started with a haircut. A lot of people can't afford haircuts because haircuts are kind of expensive, but haircuts are worth the money. So what I did was I partnered with Cuts for Christ so that every sponsored haircut can help a child who needs a haircut in school get a haircut for free. And what that does is for any of the underprivileged kids whose parents living check to check or barely making it by, that just can't afford that extra $30 and have to settle with giving 10 or butchering the child head and send them to school because that's what you can only afford. We just trying to make it feasible and possible for you to book an appointment, allow your child to book an appointment like they getting a haircut, paid for, and get it free so they can go look good in school and continue to do good during school like we did in giving them their first haircut for school for free at the event. And I feel that consistency is the same way with your grades. Like you started out the week looking good, feeling good, toting your books, the book bag still lasts, you doing good at school, the haircut gone. Now you're looking in the mirror, you're gonna feel as good, you need a haircut, you ain't got the money, mama ain't really got it like that, but you going to be smart enough to get a job and change your whole family story. But right now you need this haircut. There are kids out there that would really help. So the Cuts for Christ movement is to get sponsors to pay for how many of the haircuts you can. Like I've had one donor pay for 3 haircuts, and then I had another person donate $500. So we're gonna be able to cut at least 20 kids or 5 kids 4 times, or however we break it down that need haircuts because of somebody's generosity. And that's my goal, that's my movement, to have a bank over there for, we could invite kids from other counties to come to Williston through the Cuts for Christ and get them cuts, and it even get bigger than that. Like maybe we would start a whole thing where schools have it, where they got haircuts that send the barbershop. I just want to start positive movements, but that's what that is, yes. Cuts for Christ. It has a website, Cuts number 4, Christ. And the cuts have a Z, like Country Boy Cutz Barbershop, so you know it's me. And I'm delegating all the funds. My track record is flawless when it comes to money donated and sponsored in this community. I've been doing charity for at least 8 years in this community, and I have never had a bad report from any citizen. And I just appreciate all the trust that has been given to me to be able to say that statement. And I don't take it lightly. So yes, if you send any money to Cuts for Christ, there's nobody else in control of the money but me. Yeah, and I'm very sentimental about being accountable for people's trust.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to partner with you on behalf of my testimony, though. Do a giveaway, how we want to do it. Before I leave there, we're going to your website and pay for it. So I'm paying for 8 haircuts, just for one person though. So
Okay.
One
get 16 weeks.
8 cuts.
Yeah, 16 weeks.
Yeah,
that's a long time. That's 4 months.
They're gonna be fresh through Christmas.
All the way, every 2 weeks.
It's in honor of you. So just give it back for the seeds you plant. Not giving you your flowers. I don't even want to call it a donation. Just another seed being planted.
Right.
And to your point, who knows what that's going to do for that child? And that confidence and the passion for what they're going to go on to do. So. And
what they're going to reflect on as an adult about what they experienced. Because everybody won't have that testimony.
That's right.
I want to make dope testimonies. I want to make people have so much positivity to say about just the network of Williston, us, the people. It ain't just me, it's the network of Williston that makes me look like I'm this. But no, I got this team of angels that's like making so many like moves for me that when I do grab the mic, it looked like I did it all, and no, I didn't. I had help, like, and I like to brag on that help. Like I give shameless plugs, but a lot of people don't be wanting them. And I get it, but the world needs to know the positive. We see all these vlogs and viral moments of negativity. So I like to show the positivity. I like to show it loud. I don't want to be quiet with the positive. I want to show it loud as a AR. I want it to be loud as a Draco. The positivity is loud. It hits you and just saves your spirit's life. It don't hurt you. It don't kill you. It don't demean you. It don't make you feel bad. It don't put you in a bad spot. It don't make you feel embarrassed. The love that I give you, it make you shamelessly happy, which is the feeling that you deserve to be shamelessly happy.
What is this in? It's going in this segment. My testimony is dope because
God is alive. God is alive. God is real, and God will turn your testimony dope too.